It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. Starting at the 10. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. No one around. He's got space. Has room down the left sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Go!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete out to the right side. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Putting a receiver in motion. Daniels on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's go.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Badgley with the extra point. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Man in motion here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ready, ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
From the 36. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Come on, set, hook.
On first down, they'll run. He'll cobble together a yard there. Ali McNeil in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Go!
Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught by the open man. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ready, break.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, it's Gibbs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. We're 1 quarter in. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Hooker set to pass. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 37. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. To throw his hooker. It's taken in by Williams. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Lions looking to add to their advantage. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They go play action here. Buying some time left. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Everly's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Wow, wide open here, complete. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Point after converted from Badgley. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Going to the ground again on first. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. To throw, Hooker. Laporta with the grab. And And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Caught near the pylon.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. And they send a man in motion. Here he is to throw on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Here he is on third and long. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Commanders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On first down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. All right, here we go. Second down.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
He's back to throw. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And he knocks that one away to prevent a big gain. Now all eyes go to the penalty marker to see who it's against. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
From the gun, it's Daniels. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
70 was tracking 60. Ready.
Daniels on first down. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to be touchdown. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Daniels throwing on third. Connects on the crosser. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, Daniels to the air. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Badgley for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running it with Gibbs. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Hooker will look to throw. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Complete beyond the marker. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. A give left side for Gibbs. He's contained at the line for no gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 10 now. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Hooker. That's complete. Here's Brown. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Bad position, bad position. Last thing, 19. 19 Lions.
He'll throw it. He's going to push one deep down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42. Caught by his back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
70 range, 70 range.
They give it to him again. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
79 Broncos.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's on the move. That's caught for the first. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on fourth.
Set. Ready.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on fourth. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Just a quarter left before one of these. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. St. Brown there to bring it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Set. 19, 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18, right here. 18 left. 18 left. Go.
Now Hooker. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Gibbs now from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw, Hooker. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to drive up past the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
70 Timberwolves.
Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Flush down out to his left. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. Now go. Check, 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 check. Panther 11, Panther 11. Get up.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Receiver in motion, headed right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Mustang 19. 19 Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He's down to a knee, and they have done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as with that, we sign off from D.C.